Welcome to Beyond the Booking episode 2. My name is Ann Mwema. I'm the founder of Homes-by-Mwema. Karibu sana, and if you're new on this channel, hit the subscribe button, like and share our videos. On this episode, we dwell on how Homes-by-Mwema came to be, the foundation, how we started, and everything in between. So we are going to take it with questions as Q&A, and we'll see. I hope this is going to resonate with a lot of people who are beginning their businesses. Stay tuned. Oh, I remember taking up alone. I feel like we need to get to a place where we stop saying that, oh, I've always wanted to do this. If poverty is what is driving you, of course the general fear was also there. The general fear of utaibiwa. And the people that you host, if you vet them, divunjiwa glass in with some sugar, some kidogo sugar, some tea bags, drinking water. Is a circle. You're not an island. What you think was prime then is not prime now. So there's a lot of competition that has been put in place. And it's not about amenities only. I don't want to be misquoted. But thinking of scaling, where do you go to? Because the biggest percentage are not the ones coming to have parties. The biggest percentage are travelers. Business people, either corporates or individuals, but business. So that small percentage that you're fearing is very minute to the business. Very minute, and you can control it now. Value for money as an owner, because people read reviews before they book your place. I feel like we need to get to a place where we stop saying that, oh, I've always wanted to do this. If poverty is what is driving you to do your business, just say it's poverty. And at that point, when you're trying to find your path, then God will direct you to see whether this is something that you want to fully do it all the way to the end. Okay. There's someone I was listening to, and they were saying that there's nothing like passion. Mm-hmm. Passion comes later on when you've seen the light at the end of the tunnel. When income is starting to, your pockets are starting to get filled up with some change. Yeah. That's when you know, okay, kumbe I have a passion in this business. So sometimes it's not about, I really like baking. Let me use that as an example because I've done it. But if that baking business is not putting money into my pockets, then even the passion to do it will not be there. Okay, so sometimes it's just about pushing yourself and saying, oh my, I'm actually enjoying this and it is putting some money into my pocket. I'm able to have return on investment. And I feel like those are some of the things that have led to us being here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one draws me to another. What were the fears while starting Airbnb business?
Oh, good question. The fears, I think the fears would cut across. The fears were, one, a lot of times, right now I advise people to always speak to the landlord, for example, and tell them that you're actually setting up an Airbnb business. That was fear number one, because landlords out here a lot of places do not want you to set up an Airbnb business. It's actually very recent that you find that people are actually accepting to set up Airbnb businesses in their apartments. It's not something that was there. So that fear, that the first thing was fear of saying why exactly you're renting out someone's space. That was fear number one. I came to overcome it with time. The first unit, I did not say I was going to set up an Airbnb. Okay. A few months down the line, the owner found out it's actually an Airbnb being run. So what I did, I went and sat with him and explained, convinced him how, one, I'm not here to destruct your property. I'm actually here to restore your property. As opposed to how it was, it will be better. Because I'm working on the interiors, there's no one who's coming here as a guest to destroy your walls. Yeah. Okay? No, it's very rare. Unless you get a long-term person who probably has a lot of people in the house, then they destroy, but it's very rare. And if that is done, I'm quick to restore, because my next guest cannot find the property the way it is. I will not come to you to ask you to repair my house. Okay, so I sat with him, explained that this is what I am doing, and in case of anything, I'll be liable for ABCD. Security measures that you have put in place, I am okay with following them.
Yeah.
Putting up measures for security, showing your ID at the gate, writing registration at the gate, all these things I was able to follow, and the guy was okay.
Okay.
The guy was totally okay. They agreed with those standards, those everything, and everything else was just seamless. So I think some of those fears came from that. Another fear would be when you are starting out, there'll be a lot of conversations of what the government is looking at, the changes, legislative changes, I guess, taxes that are being imposed. But then you quickly come to realize it's a way of life, and even the government is trying to generate income from taxes from every single business, and it is not narrowed down to your business. Wewe si target ni biashara zote zipatie government tax. Wewe si target, you're just in the line, umeingia tu kwa hiyo line. So you either toe and follow the rules or guidelines that are being given, or you don't. Okay, so I came to realize that's how it operates, and quickly you come to follow what everyone else is doing and how everything. So I think those would be it. Of course, the general fear was also there. The general fear of utaibiwa.
Yeah.
Utaibiwa vitu zako na umefanish. Utaibiwa TV. So those ones were there, but you come to realize it is the least of your problems. It is the very least of your problems. If you check on your security, if the security is there, you have placed your CCTVs maybe outside, because now inside is not allowed, outside of your premises. You speak very well to the guards, the security. They will check on your house, and the people that you host, if you vet them before they come into the house, you have the right documentation, then it is the least of your fears. Kuvunjiwa glass, hiyo ni kawaida. That's normal. Everything has a wear and tear. Even cars go through wear and tear.
Yeah.
And you have to maintain them.
Okay.
Yes.
What was about the output, now the income output after setting up Airbnb?
The income?
Yeah.
After setting the first Airbnb?
Yes.
Okay. Good question. You might want to take water there. So, when it comes to income, like I said, the first one was a 1-bedroom unit in Langata. The rent was 22,000. You have to start with the expenses.
Yeah.
So 22,000, maybe add cleaning fee, 3,000, that's 25,000. Basic utilities, very basic. I'm talking about very basic because I don't think even 3,000 is a lot. Like 3,000 would probably be enough, because what are you buying? You're probably buying some sugar, some kidogo sugar, some tea bags, drinking water, basic things.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what, 28,000. So 28,000 being your expense, your maximum expense. My income was, I used to charge 2,500 per night. So 2,500 per night. If averagely I would be booked 25 nights, 20 to 25 nights a month, I would be making, for 20 nights, I would be making 50,000. So less 28,000. You can do the math.
Oh, okay.
About 20-something thousand income from a 1-bedroom on the lower side, because your target is not 20 nights. Your target is 25, 30 to 30 nights. And if you're doing a long term, and I've given you the minimum amount, 2,500, you'll have plans where you'll charge them 3,000. If you're playing around with the Airbnb listings or the apps that you're using, then sometimes you could even charge 3,500 or 3K.
Okay.
So on those days, so you play around with those prices. So if you're targeting 25 nights, then you have even more income. So, and those are the basic calculations I help everyone do when as they see how to set up. Yeah.
And you've talked about your fears, your challenges, how you set up. So I would love to we are interested in how you got your first client. How did you get your first client? And how was your experience?
How was the experience?
Yes, please.
I was very excited. You'll be shocked. It was very simple. Remember that friend that I was telling you about? The one that started the Airbnb before me? Before I could finish setting up that unit, she had a client for me. In fact, she gave me a lot of pressure. Ujamaliza kutengeneza. Those are the conversations we were having. I'm finishing up, I'm tidying up. No. I have a client who's coming in the evening. So please finish that unit. So this brings me to a very interesting conversation that I've been having online. There is a circle. It's a chain. It's a community. You cannot start the business and then work as an island. You're not an island. You need the tours and travel industry to give you referrals. You need the people who have been. Am I the first one who ever started the Airbnb? No. There are people who have been doing the business for quite some time. So you need them to start giving you referrals. You need people who are in the security guards, because a lot of people also come door to door and knock and say, mko na mahali ya kulala hapa? 1 night, 2 nights. So you need them to be your friends. They need to have your contacts. They need to be on speed dial. If they call you immediately, you tell them yes, and you give them the details or access to the place. So that is why it was important. So she had clients that kept on asking about Langata, and she did not have a reliable person that she would refer. So when she realized that I had set up the unit in Langata, she already had clients for me. So before I could finish that unit, it did not even have basic things. Even water was not there, drinking water. And yet I got a client that same night. Yes, that's how I got my first client. Then now moving on, because again I'm very strong with systems, I was able to list, and immediately after listing, I constantly got clients online. Yes, and I think that has been my stronghold ever since.
Okay, it's becoming interesting. You've told us how you got your clients, and it's also interesting. Someone out there wants to know about getting their first clients. Is it important for them to be helped manage, or should they start by getting a unit by themselves and managing it by themselves? So what should you advise them, the viewers who really want to get to the business, which is the right option? And do you offer services like, can you hold someone's hand or help them to set up a unit?
I think that we can break that question down in this sense. You do not have to be helped. You do not have, let me rephrase that. You do not have to have someone managing a unit. You can choose to learn. You can choose to learn the hard way or the soft way. You can choose, because if you have time, again, a lot of people who have time in their hands do not seek management services because you're there. You go, you ensure your house is cleaned, you ensure everything is in place. Maybe even after every guest checks out, right? So you do not have to have someone who's directly there to shadow you or to oversee all these things. So, however, it is important that you seek consultation first. That one you have no option. Okay? And then, because why am I saying that? The market has really changed. As opposed to what was happening 5 years ago, the market has changed right now. the supply has changed, the demand has changed, there's diversity in the kind of locations people are looking at. What you think was prime then is not prime now. And such is life. It's a way of life. Ile nguo ulikuwa unavaa unafikiria imeshika sana 5 years ago, sasa hivi unaweza ivaa kweli? Trend imeisha, si ndio? So this industry dwells a lot on trends, and if you're not in a position where you're going to follow that trend, then your chances of succeeding are also very low. Okay, so there's a lot of competition that has been put in place. We already have heated swimming pools and saunas and steam baths. Okay, and you want to go to the same location and pick a unit that does not have any of those, then you're going to miss out. And it's not about amenities only. I don't want to be misquoted. The many factors that can be have to be put in place when you're considering. So consultation is important. Then, while you're running the business and you're managing it, you can now decide whether you need a helping hand, a manager, someone to scale you to the next level, because again, it's not just about running the business. The business it's wide. The business is wide. You might want to involve yourself with supply. You might want to involve yourself with management. You might want to grow yourself into consultation. You might want to grow yourself. The business is wide. There is something for everyone. Someone else was kept on saying that, something I keep watching. There is something for everyone. Everyone has a niche. So if you're thinking of scaling, where do you go to? Because you need to ask yourself certain questions. Where do I go to if I'm thinking of scaling? Is it adding a unit exactly where my apartment is? Is it adding a unit at a place that is more on demand? Is it going out of town? And why? Because those questions you need to ask yourself. Why? Okay, so what works for you might not work for me, and vice versa. So we need to get to a place where we are talking about all these issues, and then now seeing how do we scale from that. Yeah, I hope that I've answered your question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you believe Airbnb has become popular? And if yes, what made you believe? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has become popular.
Okay.
And it's getting more popular with in different countries. Simply because it's something that was started by other people, in other countries, and it became independent, as opposed to I don't know how I would want to phrase it, but it has become popular because it gives a lot of privacy, okay. Independency in terms of booking, okay, as opposed to before. If you look at before, if I want to book accommodation in Mombasa, I would probably have to know someone in the hotel industry. I would probably have to call them or call that company if they are online, reserve, make payments up front. Right now there's a lot of flexibility with the deposits and privacy, because you own an entire space unit unless you're doing a shared space. Size has also differed. A lot of places before the size was almost the same. Because of that also the price has changed. Like, there's a lot of things that has led to Airbnb growth. And right now, if you look at Airbnb, it's not just within your country. You can book an Airbnb in the US, in the UK, okay, on different platforms. I can choose today I'm going to Dubai and I will stay in an Airbnb. Yeah, Tanzania or whatever, Arusha, different places. So that makes it quite flexible, and that's why it's become quite popular. It's also become quite popular because of the model of working and how income is being generated. So just it offers a lot of flexibility, and people are leaning more towards that kind of flexibility when it comes to business.
Okay.
Yeah.
What has surprised you more about Airbnb?
What has surprised me more?
Yeah.
I was telling someone the other day, I was shocked by the number of people that are benefiting from the Airbnb space. I was shocked. Not I was shocked, but it just dawns on you. It dawns on you like, think about it. Think about the space that we are in. Okay? Niliita mtu wa curtains. Tuliita mtu wa curtains akaeka curtains. Yeah. Tuliita mtu wa interior deco akafanya. Tumeita plumber akajaribu kusort issues za plumbing ndio zifit vile tunataka. Tuko na watu wa kushoot digital. Yeah. Tuko na content creators. Tuko na cleaners, subordinate staff, security. Okay? Tuko na suppliers wa daily wa utilities yenye lazima tuwaende every single time. Tuko na government with their taxes. Like, I sat down one day and then it really dawned on me how you cannot say that the industry does not benefit you. Choose where you want to fall. Choose what you want to do. And choose 2 or 3, if that makes sense. Tuko management, tuko na consultation, tuko na vitu mingi. Like, I sat down and realized that. And it's not, maybe it's not something that has shocked me, but it's something that if it does not dawn on you, then you're probably not having that kind of vision. You're blocking your vision. Okay? Unaweza kuwa ulianza biashara as me who wants income, trying to break the poverty chain. Mtu moja tu, unit moja. So sawa, imekuletea pesa kidogo. What do you do with that money? What do you do with that money? Are you investing it back? Are you looking at getting an additional unit? And that is why you find people selling out their units, or in the first 1 month wanakwambia hiyo biashara imenishinda kabisa, because you for lack of a better word, you're closed minded, or you started the business with everything that you have and now it's so frustrating because you're barely making anything. But just like any other business, if you invest and look at even having some solid income for even 3-6 months as the business picks up, then you will be able to get to a point where you're earning, you're gaining, you're reinvesting back, you're expanding, because that's I think just like any other business, that's the kind of mindset you need to have. So those are some of the things. I don't think the rest have really shocked me. It's a way of life. Hosting different guests, property distraction kidogo kidogo pale, breaking of things, people having parties. But another thing that was quite an eye-opener, as opposed to what people think, the biggest percentage are not the ones having parties.
Okay.
The biggest percentage are not the ones coming to have parties, or even couples. The biggest percentage are travelers. Travelers. Ako kwa njia. Anapita from one country to another. Anapita from one town to the other. Travelers. Family imekuja vacation, imetoka. Ikitoka hapo itaenda place ingine. Travelers. People who are coming for vacation, they come, they stay with you for a month, 2 months, and business people. business people, either corporates or individuals, but business. Okay, so they want to stay for X. Those are the biggest. So that small percentage that you're fearing is very minute to the business, very minute, and you can control it. We've talked about this in our previous episode. You can control, but that percentage is very little. The biggest percentage is travelers and business people. So I think that was also something that came as a shocker, because you feel like sasa umefungulia watu mlango ya nini ya party. No. Mwenye atabook na wewe kwa app, kwa listing, bila hata kukuongelesha na nini, hajakuja party.
Okay.
Yeah.
When choosing a property, because you are on different platforms, you first look at the photos. Then the next thing, I guess, you probably look at would be the description. Think about the type of guests that are coming. Is it a nyali? Is it a wedding? Are you guys going to Diani? There's no need of you having an event in Diani and a booking in Nyali. Doesn't make sense. Yes. We shall give you time. Would you book a property which has no review? No. First of all, never ignore a negative review. Strictly. And what happens if they delay the checkup? There's a penalty or there's a fine or something like that.
Yeah.
Or can you give them grace?
Yes. Shoot. Photos or reviews? Reviews.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Lowest private apartments or shared spaces?
What? Private anytime. Okay. Traffic light or park for every situation.
For every situation. Over back.
About back. Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Hello, have you ever landed or arrived at a property and you started wondering, this isn't exactly what I signed up for, this is not the exact unit I was hoping to find? The truth is, a lot of guests make that mistake, booking mistakes that should have been avoided by several factors that we are going to consider today. Let's talk about at least 10 mistakes that guests make when making a reservation or when booking a unit. This is Beyond the Booking, episode 4, and I'm joined by Eve and Cynthia. And if you're new on this channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you've been here, like and share. All right, let's get this rolling. Right. We are here now. Yeah. We have some questions for you. And we do understand. What should guests consider when they enter the property? What guests should consider? I think, first of all, they need to align with what they saw versus what they're expecting. Although we do have guests that are not very specific. So they will probably just look at the aesthetics of the place, the setup, the decor, whether it suits them as a family. I think for me that should be the first thing I will look as a guest. Where will my family sleep? Where the kids sleeping? Where are the rooms? The kitchen? Do I have all the kitchen appliances that I would want to use for my entire stay? Is the place beautiful? Is it aesthetically pleasing? I think those will be the first thing that a guest would look at. Probably in between the 1 hour before and hour, 2 hours, you'd have looked at now other things. Now water, hot water, Wi-Fi. I think the first, almost among the first 5 minutes, Wi-Fi, people test the Wi-Fi. Yeah. You go into a room and you just switch on the television, so your Wi-Fi should be working. And probably start taking photos almost immediately. Or setting, some people setting, put their things in the wardrobes and relax. So yeah, I think that would be the first thing guests would people do that.
And when choosing the property, when choosing the property.
When choosing a property, because you are on different platforms, you first look at the photos. Okay, because on that listing or application, you go through the photos, you want to see whether it's something that speaks to you for the duration. The people who are visiting for specific reasons. Staycation, it could be hospital, it could be an event, it could be business. So are the photos speaking your language? Do they have a study desk, for example? Do they have a dining table, a place you can work from, a place you can take photos from? Do they have a swimming pool, because that's what you're looking at? So photos are the first thing. Then the next thing, I guess you probably look at will be the description. What have you said about this place? Because while the photos are there, and photos can come from anywhere, the description says it all. It is proof that you are supporting what your photos are actually saying. So you're going to say in the description, probably the place has a swimming pool, it has a sauna, there's a gym, and it's ideal for families, it's ideal for business travelers. So essentially, the description is going to back up the photos, but the photos will be the first thing. Of course, the next thing would, for me, would be now conversation, or having to see if there's any further detail on that. Yeah. Okay, on the question of the photos, why should the photos be the only deciding factor? Why should they not be the only deciding? Because photos can, like I say, they are the first things you see. They are a major deciding factor, but they should not be the only deciding factor, because photos can lie. People take photos from different angles. People take photos when it's dark. You could have, I've seen listings where the photos are even darker than usual. What does that mean? Does the place even have natural light? And if I like the place, the photos should not be the only place that push me to booking. I will go further and trust the host and ask them about the place. Do we have natural light when we sit at the sitting room or at the living room? Are we able to have the sunset or the sunrise from the balconies? We've had guests ask these questions because sometimes photos are not the only thing. Okay? So that is why, again, we always insist on professionally taken photos. Because if you take them professionally, then high chances you've captured a lot of that. So we avoid a lot of back and forth with inquiries and guests. But they should not be the only things that make you book. The description should, the chat with the host should make you also decide whether you're settling for that. Yeah. Okay. What details do guests commonly overlook? The details that they commonly overlook. I think one, generally things, smaller things that would probably be an assumption. For example, the cleaning times. A lot of guests have an assumption that as long as you stay there, the dress has to be dry. That is true. Different hosts have different cleaning times and cleaning days. So you might have signed up for a daily cleaning, but the host that you've actually booked for only cleans after 2-3 days or upon request. So these are some of the factors that a lot of guests would probably be overlooking. Another factor is how long are you staying, and what are the factors, what are the amenities that should be considered when you're there. For example, we have guests who consider, a lot of hosts actually consider power as an expense the guests should meet because of the duration they're staying there. If you're there for 1 day, 2 days, probably that is not a cost you've been charged. But if you're going to be there for long term, again, based on the arrangements that you've made, then these are costs that some hosts will give to the guests. So a lot of guests would overlook such discussions and then later on. But Again, if you're a very good host, then these are things that should be clear to the guest from the word go. Okay, so that you don't have any discussions in between. From the word go, these are set up. There are things that are analyzed and they're given to guests. Yeah, I think from there it will be basic things that you can always ask. A lot of guests will probably be comfortable to ask. Make the channel of communication very clear that you can reach me on this line or chat me here and I'm able to respond. In case you need power, gas, this is what you contact. In case you want takeouts and to order food from outside, then these are the contacts you should call. I think the rest is just conversations that you can have with your host. Okay. Yeah. Coming to location, how can the location impact the whole experience? How can location impact the whole experience? Yeah, overall experience. Yeah, I think location is key. Location is almost everything. Think about the type of guests that are coming to book your stay, because that will give you the answers. Think about a guest that is coming because one of their relatives has been hospitalized and they're coming to visit or ensure that taking care of them every single day that they are there. Think about that guest. Location is very important because they need to be near the hospital. Yeah. So they cannot book a unit in Kilimani and they are going to Mpisha. Just a random example. Okay, they cannot book a unit in Kilimani, for example, and they are going to Aga Khan Hospital. So location is very key based on the client that is coming or the guest that has booked your place. So it's important for them to clarify probably one of the reasons why they don't. And that is why some of the automated messages that we send is, what is some of the reasons? What are you coming to do? So that we can guide you properly. Okay, are you coming because there's an event? Where is the event? Is it on Bongo? Is it on, if it's Nairobi, is it in Nyali? Is it a wedding? Are you guys going to Diani? There's no need of you having an event in Diani and a booking in Nyali. Doesn't make sense. So location is very important to every guest that is booking at your place. They need to identify and know exactly where. And that is why many listings are actually in put a search where you can now search. Even on our website, if you search Nairobi, it will give you listings in Nairobi, Kisumu, Kilimani, you know, all these things, because you need to narrow down to exactly where you want to go. If you're going for a random staycation, a very nice place, do you have means of transport? What if the luxurious unit is 20 kilometers interior? What happens? Enough, you know, such conversations need to be had even before the guest comes. So location is 100% important. Yeah. Okay, what tools can the guests use to verify our property's location? The tools they can use. I think for me it would be the common tool. I never use any classy or modified tools. It will be Google and Maps. One. Common questions that guests will ask is, how far is X from your place? See, maswali tumepata wanamwagala zote. They ask, how far is, and then again I will use okay, let me use another example. How far is Yaya Center from your location? See, so maswali we get them. Yes. So what do? You have to either approximate on the map, or you tell them to approximate. If you go on Google, search, give direction on maps, give directions from your place to Yaya, it will give you approximation. 5 minutes, 2 minutes walk, 3 minutes walk, you're there. So that gives them an idea of even how much they're going to spend when they are at your place. If it's a walking distance, they will probably walk. If they want to take an Uber or transport, then they'll do that. All right. So I think for me the tools would be basic, and a lot of guests do not know how to. A lot of hosts are missing out on that because they don't want to approximate, or they don't know how to approximate, which is just basic. I feel like it's very basic, just approximate, and do not feel like you are tied up and you want to lie, because I have come across hosts that you feel like you need to lie because probably you did that booking. No, that response that you're about to give to the guests will make them have an informed decision, and they will probably book. They will probably book again. If it's 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes. It's a nice place. Just add the fact that it's comfortable, it's nice, and you can take an Uber, or you can take any taxi or a motorbike to whatever place you want to go to, depending on what your guest wants. So maps and Google, they're all the tools that you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should guests compare the properties before booking?
Yeah. I think guests should compare properties. Yeah. But as they're comparing properties, they're not just comparing aesthetics or looks of the properties. They should compare what we've discussed, the distance. They should compare locations. They should compare how fast they are getting their responses from the hosts. Actually, I think that is 100% for me. Like in terms of if I'm getting a faster response from host wife than host Z, I would probably want to lean towards that, because it tells me the kind of person I'm going to find on the ground. And if I don't like their house, then it tells me that that's the kind of person that is going to be responding and actioning based on how they're responding. So it's very important that you compare. Yeah. Everybody deserves some sort of comparison. Yeah.
What are the red flag that the guests make when they think twice
About booking?
Yes, please.
Red flags. That the host will make, or that the guest will make? The guest. I think the red flags that they will avoid, they will overlook.
Yes.
And then they make mistakes as a result of booking. Okay. So for me, I would look at that as a red flag number one is jumbled down photos. That's a red flag. Because if you have jumbled down photos, how clear am I about where I am going to stay? Red flag number two, underestimating the distance because of the what you talk about. The photos are so nice and so good, yeah. But you've underestimated where you will be operating from or to. Okay. And again, the same classic example, that I'm giving. You'll be operating to Aga Khan every single day. Lakini wewe umevutiwa na nyumba za Kina Ruma Homes Kilimani. You're looking that. So you've underestimated that. So you should have probably chatted the host and asked about the distance and probably informed them of the reason why you are going to Nairobi or you're coming to Kenya. Okay? Because just you don't have to be accurate and give your personal details. Just explaining that I will be operating here, or I will be going for an event here. So that makes you make an info. That's a red flag, okay, that they make, and they fall into trap very easily. Another one is you're not getting any response from your hosts. That is a red flag. Because assuming that I'm booking a unit in Kampala, okay, Uganda, and I'm not getting any response from my host. I've never been to Kampala. It's my first time. There's an event we are going to. Where am I going to? How am I supposed to navigate to Kampala if I don't even know where I'm landing in the first place? So those are red flags that a lot of people overlook. So you need to have a channel of communication fast. And that is why there is a small window for cancellation. there's what we call cancellation window. In this sense, if I book the unit and it ticks every box that I'm looking for, location, everything, pricing, so I've booked, I have a window where you are supposed to respond to me as a host very fast. Probably get your contact details. Within that window, if I don't get any response, I can cancel. And I think that is the part that a lot of hosts need to implement. Because you might not be online, but you can implement these restrictions, and it shows that you care and you understand your line of work. Yeah. So that is how they suppose. Have I understood it? Yes. Yeah.
Okay, how many reviews should a guest read before booking?
At least 2, please. Okay. Yeah, that should be enough. Or you can read all of them. It doesn't harm you, because that way you have points of clarification. So because if you get one bad review, one 3-star review, why? Because the review like that. What was that person complaining about? So you can ask about it. It could be Wi-Fi. So you can easily contact the host and ask them, is the Wi-Fi okay now? Because I read from the review that there was a slow Wi-Fi. Because what people need to remember, hosts are human beings. And guests are human beings. Both ways work. Like, these are people you can talk to and they will understand. Okay? Yeah. So I have gotten very good clients who look at the reviews and they go like, I saw some complaints about some common amenities here. They are not available on certain days of the week. So they just need to know what was the complaint about, and has that been sorted, or what can he do? How do I navigate myself? Actually, inabidi kutumia hizo amenities. But anataka kujua how did you respond to that? Yes, if it's not available, swimming pool is not available on Saturday and Sunday, then what happens? So you give them that discussion, that option to open up and say, okay, so basi I can either, is there another place close by that I can go for swimming? Yes. So it's just a matter of how you respond. So for me, I would say it's open. You can do 1 or 2. The people don't even think at all. Yeah. Yeah. And the people who read all the reviews. So that gives them the informed decision.
So how can guests know that the reviews are genuine?
Based on the platform. Okay. I think based on the platform, the reviews will most probably be genuine. I've not seen reviews that are. You can always find out charts and just reason out and try and see what's working. But based on the platform you're looking from, the fact that you've trusted that platform to book from that platform, you can also trust the reviews. I think that one for me cuts across. Okay. Yes. We shall give you time. We do book a property which has no reviews. You're going to do something that no. For me, no. Please elaborate. But some guests book a property with no review because you have reviews for other units, other houses. I'll explain. I'm a host. I have 5 units. 4 units are all the units that were furnished 3 years ago. But this other unit I have just furnished 1 month ago. I have no review. Would you book a unit with me? Would you book that unit? Yeah, you would. Because you will go to all those other 4 listings that I have and read their reviews and check that this is someone who has been on the platform for 5 years, 10 years and has other units that have other reviews. So I do not have to have a review for that specific unit. It means you have already built some trust in the market. Okay? then you can narrow down. Now, would you, if I go back to that question as a guest, would you book that unit that has 0 reviews? Again, it goes to the second option. My first answer is no. But if you have other listings, I would probably consider. However, there's this other guest that still likes your unit, but hauna review. So atafanya nini? Narrow down, atakuchat, go back to that chat. If you're sounding genuine, if you're sounding like you want to do, the link is new, you just recently opened it, you've been getting offline customers, you've not gotten an online customer, explain yourself. A guest is a human being. A host is I always keep saying those words. Need to come away. So it's just a matter of how you're explaining yourself. And then book. Remember, they have a window for cancellation. They can always get to the ground, and if they find things are not, and that's why cancellation policies should work both ways, protect the host and protect the case. If they find what is on the ground is not what they expected, then they can cancel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should guests ignore 1 or 2 negative reviews?
Ignore? I think the response is not ignoring, but they can choose to overlook.
Okay.
Not completely no, overlook. Because 1, 2, what works for you might not work for me. You're interested in, you get a bad review based on Wi-Fi. Maybe I'm not there for Wi-Fi. Maybe I'm there briefly because I've been sleeping out all the time. So I don't care about the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Maybe your bad review is based on location, which is perfect for me. It was not perfect for you at that time. So some guests can choose to overlook a review. But again, the best way is just communicating and just finding out whether the response from the host makes sense. Yeah.
So how important is recent reviews?
Very important. Recent reviews are very important because it actually narrows down your decision making. It makes your decision making way faster, because if it's a recent review, that means the place is actually ideal or not ideal. Yeah. Again, if it is a very old review 1 year ago, you just ask if the situation has changed or is the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So a recent review is very important.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So this review ever got can be very satisfying. And why? Okay. Well, I've gotten very nice ones. Very, very nice ones. But the most catchy ones for me are always the ones that talk about the person, the personality. And I've gotten that a lot. And is very responsive. It's quick to, our response right on air, baby. Yeah. 5 star. 5 star, what's our response rate? 100%. It means we do not hesitate even 1 second to respond to a client. And if he's there, even today when we're seated here, we have automated our responses. So system is changing. So I think some of the best reviews I have received are personal, and is very quick to respond to mitigate issues very fast too, and that is why we are always trying to say, because that for us that is it's a personal touch that you're giving to your guests. It's not even about the house, the aesthetics, the looks. This was the ideal get review would be about how you made them feel. Remember what we talked about in our past episode? It is the experience that you will remember. It is not how the house looks like. you will remember things. How did that place make you feel? So for me, those are the authentic reviews that I have received over the years. Ann was really responsive. Ann was able to solve these issues. We asked for Wi-Fi details. They were saved very fast. We ordered for this. She was quick to give us references, because that is now an experience we've been doing for them.
Okay, on the other side, we also have bad reviews.
Yeah.
And as you say, the whole human beings also the best. But if you're being reviewed negatively, how do you go about it?
You respond. First of all, never ignore a negative review. As much as there's always the customer is always right. Sometimes I don't agree with that aspect of the customer. The customer is always right. But there's a way you can respond that will make your future gifts based and full of trust. Okay? So every response has to be responded to. So if it was something beyond me, how did I go about it? If it was something in regards to management, how did they go about it? If your pool was not accessible on a Friday, how did you go about it? Have I upgraded? Have I noted down on my listings that the phone is now not available? If there's an extra charge for AC, this applies to guys who mostly Nyali clients and the other clients. Did you indicate on the listing that now we charge separately for AC usage? So these are some of the conversations that you can bring down. So a bad review is not 100% bad. You can say that. So you can respond, acknowledge their feedback, and then what have you done to give us a solution, or what have you done to mitigate that? Yeah.
Okay. Can guests identify true value?
Can guests identify true value?
Yeah.
Yeah. Based on experience and their entire say at your place, they can identify whether it's a true value of what you are offering.
Okay.
And it's not about the price. Again, it's more about the experience. Experience could be, it's very ideal, walking distance to hospital. And I keep on saying this hospital because we have a unit of partners, and you've seen, yeah?
Yes.
And the kind of clients that come there are the clients who are fairly specific. Anaenda kuona mgonjwa. Ni yeye na familia yake wako because of this patient that is having a surgery and Aga Khan. So it has to be a walking distance, or at least they can take 2 minutes Uber, 3 minutes Uber, and they're there. Okay? That tells you value, that gives them value for their money. Whether you're going to charge them 15,000 per night, 18,000 per night, the fact that it is convenient for their patient at that particular day and time is enough value for them. So just identify value based on whether you have responded to their experiences, whether you've given them exactly what they wanted. Yes. Again, there's someone else whose value is in the aesthetics. That is why when they book, they ask, kuna sauna, kuna swimming pool, kuna gym, because that is what they want at that particular time. Kama hiyo building haina hizo vitu, wachana nayo. So value will differ with the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which amenities justify paying more?
The amenities that justify paying more.
Yeah.
First of all, size of a unit justifies paying more. It's not about the amenity. Size of the unit, and then if we narrow it down now, size of the unit is number one.
Okay.
And then you go down to how you have set up your unit. So the investment you have done onto your unit. The third one is shockingly now the amenities. A lot of people think, hey, building iko na sauna na Simband tuna charge 15,000 per night. No. size of the unit, investment you have put up. I can't come into a unit because I saw you guys have a sauna, a swimming pool, but your place is set up like you're about to shift. Yeah, you've seen those places. Inakaa ni kama unahawa, ni kama yani uko shua la place. Umeweka tu vitu, hakuna quality, hakuna kitu umeconsider. Yet the place has a sauna and a sauna. That for me will not be valid. But you will come from one, the size of the unit, and then now the investments that you've set up, and then now it is now. So I feel like there's a chain. Okay. Yeah. What didn't cost the class before booking? We have such a thing called hidden costs. Yes, we do have hidden costs. But they should not be hidden, they should be discussed. Even before or after the guest books, depending on what time you're having a conversation with you. Yes. One, power. If you're a long-term client, are you paying for power? Or are we paying for power? Are you paying for your personal utilities? Or are we giving you full personal utilities, all of them? Are you paying for drinking water, for example? Or should we buy you drinking water? Do you want cleaning services every single day? Or are you comfortable with paying that? Or would you like cleaning services 2 to 3 times a week? And who's catering for that? These things have to be clean from the one go. They are not hidden costs. I don't think they should be called hidden costs. They are just costs of their sin. And if you come out clearly, then probably there are things that you'll avoid a lot of conflict even thereafter. Transfer, airport transfer. Yes, a lot of guests ask about that before they book. Can you pick me from the airport? Are you able to pick me for airport transfer? Yes, you could pay for the airport transfers, but maybe at a cost. Okay? Or maybe it's inclusive in your packages, because you could also just put it inclusive of your packages that you pick your guests from the airport or from the train station. And many other. If I order for food, the people don't know. It's the same discussion we were having about some guests assuming that when they book a unit, they've booked it for 24 hours. Yeah. So those are some of the discussions you need to have prior. So they give them your check-in time period and your check-out time. Strictly. And what happens if they delay the check-out? There's a penalty or there's a fine or something like that. Yeah. Or can you give them a grace period for checking out? So be very clear. There's no, don't have any assumptions. Okay. Yeah. Like on a location, what do you say? From a location, determine client's budget. Yeah. Or okay, please. Yeah, I think allocation can determine. No, your budget can determine your case. The other way around. It is the other way around. Your budget can determine your location. And your size of the unit. Your budget can determine your location and your size of the unit. Or the size of the unit you want can also determine your budget. That's awesome. Yeah. So, if you're looking at, if you're a single person, you're solo traveler, you're just moving along, probably need a studio unit. Your budget will determine where you stay. If you're working in 3,500 per night, then automatically, which areas are we looking at? So we are looking at Mombasa Road. If you're in Nairobi, you're looking at Mamori. If you're in Mombasa, okay? But if you increase your budgets a little bit to maybe 5,000, then now you're landing in Kilimani, you're landing in Parklands. So those conversations can be had. And if you increase a little bit for a 1 bedroom at 7,000, you're landing in Westlands. Okay? So those decisions, those prices also make you decide, because again, you also can't move. Your reason should be like your priority. Your reason and exactly where you're going should also be your priority. So you'll make an informed decision on whether you are increasing your budget or decreasing it. Bring it down. Okay? Yes, utaenda kufanya kazi airport. Alafu sasa tunaanza kupatia options za patterns. So I think number 1 leo kwanza unaenda wapi? Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for some rapid fire?
Yeah, okay, yes. Shoot.
Photos or reviews?
Reviews, yeah.
Okay. Lowest price or best review? Or best value? Sorry.
Lowest price or best value? Best value.
Best value. Instant book or message that goes fast?
As a host, today we're talking about guests.
Yeah.
As a host, instant booking. Of course, sometimes we don't want to engage in conversations, but as a guest, probably message the host fast. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Book months in advance or last minute? Can I be honest? I'm looking at this. I'm very biased because I'm leaning towards me as a host. So as a host, last minute, I for some reason we have come to a place. I have come to a place as a host where I don't appreciate months in advance, because they tend to move block my calendar and the prices are lower. It gives me predictability of future income, but the prices,
Average pricing.
Yeah.
Other than 10 days of a pricing that I have set, high likely there's no profit.
Yes. Yeah. Premium pricing or budget pricing? Premium or budget?
Budget.
Okay.
Premium pricing or budget depends on the answer.
Yes.
But let's go in budget for budget.
Instant discounts or loyalty rewards?
Instant discounts.
Or loyalty rewards?
Instant discounts.
Okay.
Have you ever wondered why two similar properties in the same neighborhood have completely different booking dates? One is fully booked weeks in advance, while the other one sits empty. Is it luck or is it strategy? Welcome to Beyond Booking episode 6. And today we want to educate hosts and property owners about pricing, setting and nightly rates. Viewers today will get to learn how pricing psychology works, the perception and seasonality behind it, and how guest experience influence occupancy and profitability. Again, if you're new on this channel, click subscribe. If you have not, click the notification bell, tap hapo, sinya hapo, like and share to anyone who's going to benefit from this. When we each a property owner, an aspiring Airbnb host or property owner, this is your channel. Stay tuned. And I'm joined by John, who will be at the background, and we'll be asking us questions. We'll be having a conversation. So if you have any questions regarding how pricing is done, tell us in the comment section. Tell us how you normally do your pricing, how you would like to do your pricing, because there's a lot to be discussed in this session. So here, prices similar.
Yeah, sure.
So while I could have a higher price,
Yeah.
if I'm tending to go on the higher side, then it means something has to favor me to still maintain my high price. It could be my amenities. It could be my customer service. It could be my 5-star reviews. A lot of things can
maybe location.
Maybe my location is slightly different. But if I am booking and I'm seeing similar listing prices, the same area, if you even leave out the location, the same area, kila mtu anacharge 6,000. So there has to be a very good reason why mine is at 8 and 10.
Sure.
So pricing again differs. It's not a one size fits all. A lot of factors have to come into play. So it's very important to do that. Of course, the other downfall is always the same. Kuna mtu anacharge 3,000 for 2 bedroom. You want to charge 3,000 shillings for 2 bedroom. Sometimes you have to stand your ground. Especially when it comes to offline customers. Unapata offline customer, your neighbor is taking 3,000 based on desperation. Based on things that we've not factored into place. You need the 3,000. Then that's not a business strategy. You're not pricing strategically. Stay grounded. Work on your 6,000 or 5,000. And maintain your price.
Amazing. And so, we've just seen how new hosts make such mistakes of content cut and all that. But how do successful hosts or hosts that have been in business for quite some time, how do they determine the pricing?
They do optimization. If you've been in the business for quite some time, then you're probably not working with a single price strategy. You're working with several price strategies. The first one I said, we offer weekly discounts. So that means mtu wa 1 day utamcharge tofauti na mtu wa 7 days. Utamcharge tofauti na mtu wa 2 weeks. Utamcharge tofauti na mtu wa 1 month. Okay? Utamcharge tofauti na mtu wa 3 months. Like that. 6 months, 1 day. So that's number 1. Number 2, you can offer spontaneous discounts. Last minute discount. Early bird. If you want to capture guys who are booking right now in December, give the early bird discount. Think about if you're looking at what is it called? Last minute, I already said that. So those are some of the things you can put into play. Again, season hosts will always need to check on their calendars daily. In fact, you could even do twice a day. Because you want to play around with additional dollars, a reduction of dollars. Choose an algorithm. Because that's where the trick is. There are many thousands of people have listed, and you want to have your listing very dormant. Nobody has ever given you a review. Nobody has ever. Choose an algorithm. You see? Try and foster that. And you'll find yourself having bookings back to back. So I think a lot of hosts do that. Then a lot of hosts also back up their work with offline. So you have online and offline. So that means you have different platforms where you get your clients from. So you balance. So for example, you'll find the online clients have a slightly lower rate. Right? The competition on online. Online is a bit too much. Then you couple that with your offline bookings. So you get your offline booking at even double the rate. Because the client came to you and said, size I should charge 10,000 per night. 10,000 for your 9. Maybe at online or 7. So balance. So you try to balance that offline and online. And then you also try to, so that you always self-fully booked.
Wow. So how can hosts increase perceived value without adding major renovations or, furnitures?
I think they can, you can, like I said, one is the aspect of not staying at one place. So do not try and stick to one source of listing. Multi listings will work, and customers will work. But I think what I would do when it comes to pricing is when it comes to your offline marketing.
Yes.
Do not just dictate, and I've seen a lot of people trying on TikTok, various places. When you're positioning your house, position it with the value that it comes. Experience that the guests that are coming in will get to have. That way you're selling value and not selling price.
Actually, yes.
Because that's what a lot of people are. Please book with that 6,000 per night. Please book with that 10,000 per night. So what you want to bring out is the experience, the value. How the place make you feel. Let the client ask, so how much do you need to pay? You spend a night there. Okay? So that for me is a game changer.
Amazing. Yeah, actually, that's very, very true. People tend to, when selling to a certain class of people, you tend to sell them value for their money, not price. And that's an amazing thing to note. So do professional photos influence the pricing power?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Professional photos will influence your pricing power. Because very professionally taken photos are already a class. When you're listing and you're making. Okay? So that, of course, coupled or added with these other factors, location, size. We take professionally taking photos, but there's no way you're going to try it like a 4-bedroom. And it's a studio. So we said 15K.
That's true.
That's crazy. Lazima utacheza na price kidogo. So yes, they do have quite a, because that's the first thing the guest sees. So atakuwa appealed by that first. It is the first thing the guest sees. So already they like to use it. Because of taking professionally very good photos in the video. So now price will not be a huge factor. Just play around now with a slightly higher market price than the usual, based on the size and based on the location. As well as tunakupea nyumba sio Kimau. Okay, sawa. Okay, sio Kimau. Alafu tunakaribisha bei ya Kilimani.
So such factors. And so you've also mentioned something to me is discounts and all that. So when is actually like offering discounts a good idea? Like when, because I know you can't always be doing this. So when should someone be offering these discounts?
Occasionally, actually, you'd be shocked. Discounts are actually offered occasionally and almost throughout. You know, it's psychology, John. Unaingianga kwa duka.
Unavua
offer
199.
199.
I've only removed 1 shilling.
How much? 1 shilling. It should be throughout. Yes, it's not only once. So that much you play around. Now, inaweza kuwa 199. But my previous price ilikuwa 299. So nime adjust ama nimepunguza na 1 bob peke yake. Unaona? So those are some of the games you play. This pricing is a psychology. And that is where you go into these malls and you find offer. Hata sisi offer. Hakuna offer umepatia. But the fact that unaona kuna offer, utaingia pale. So discounts is throughout. Play around with the weekly discounts, monthly discounts. Okay? Adjust your price higher. Then now bring it slower. Should be offering the discount.
And so and this pricing influence the type of guests you attract. And pricing influence the type of guests you're attracting.
Yes, sometimes yes. And I'll tell you why. There's someone who comes into the apps of the listings with a budget in mind. So what they do is they will set a budget. For doing their searches. So I'm looking for where I'm going to spend 10,000 shillings per night. So your pricing will affect that person's decision. So if you're falling into that category, automatically you'll be listed amongst the houses the person is looking for. Then they'll probably narrow down. I'm looking for
this location or this size or this hotel.
Yes.
So at some point, yes, it does influence, but it's not 100% the only thing.
Okay. Okay. So like another question really, now this is from an honest perspective. I want you to answer me from an honest perspective. Would you rather have 30 bookings or 20 profitable bookings? And I know that also now comes from someone might be doing 30 days and maybe they're busy destroying things or that. So you end up finding yourself making a loss. And maybe you have someone who's doing 20 and they have very well behaved. So that means you are making profit. Would you rather have 30, 20?
So 20 profitable bookings.
Yes.
That's why the fact that you've added profitable on the second one, I'm leaning towards that.
Yeah.
20 profitable is better than 30.
Yeah.
Not profitable.
Yes, sure.
But there are secrets I would like to give here and there, some tips
Yes.
that will really make a lot of horse owners, property owners,
Yes.
wise when it comes to bookings.
Yes.
While you could be listed
Yeah, sure.
on the app,
Yeah.
and the app is getting you a discount, is getting discount for the app, is making you pay KRA, which is okay,
Yeah.
and all these things. Sometimes the clients on the ground actually will pay even more.
Yes.
Based on season,
Yeah.
it depends.
Yeah, sure.
So that's why it's always a balance.
Yeah.
There's always one listing complementing the other.
Yeah.
There's always one listing complementing the
The other, yes.
So if you look at December,
Yeah.
while your prices could be set higher on the app,
Yes.
you attract this. But based on experiences, ukiuliza property owners huko nje na hosts, wamehost for some time,
Yes.
watakwambia December, they would rather block the calendar, offline.
Yes.
Why?
I think because of that profitability.
Because of that profitability.
Yes.
Because the client who's offline is not going to bargain so much.
Yes.
And you probably come to an understanding based on terms, usage, this is what you do, this is what you're setting up, this is what you're doing. A lot of things you can agree.
Yeah.
A lot of clients or customers that come through the app, they're bounded by the laws or rules.
Yes. So
So you find it quite hard to negotiate, you find it hard to discuss, or they find it quite hard to agree, or even say, why are these settings like this?
Yes, sure.
Si mtu ati mtaelewana na yeye. And sometimes business, you need people wenye mtaelewana na wao.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Utaambia hii curtain ilikuwa hivi, but wacha nikusort. Yeye anaenda na vile application mzima.
Yes.
So you find that in that process, what happens? You have damages that you have to maybe incur, maybe from the future.
And I actually remember there's a client who had issues with last year. It was last year. Yes.
Yeah.
We have hosted them for a whole month.
A whole month.
And we ended up
we do not
telling them to make it like
December for that unit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of back and forth. The unit has what we need fumigation, if you look at what they are mentioning, it's made at your level.
Yeah.
We have curtains, they need to be our daughter has allergies and everything, and we're thinking this is my best selling unit.
Yes.
There is no way I'm having all those issues in that house.
Yeah.
You go there, our cleaners were always in that place trying to sort out their issues, cleaning daily.
Yeah.
And trying to explain to them that it is not what they think. So you have to really make a tough decision.
Yeah.
Better get an offline client, show them the unit, they like the unit, they like it, and you agree.
Yes.
Other than spending your time trying to convince a client that the problem was not meant for that unit.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like the expectations were exceeded our house. And if they were offline clients, then they would have viewed the unit even beforehand, so they would not have looked, which would have saved us a hassle.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So one last thing on that, should hosts focus on revenue or occupancy?
occupancy. See, for me, occupancy is very important.
Yes.
And even when the occupancy is very important,
Yes.
sometimes they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But it is the same price if I put it back to you.
Yeah.
Would you rather have 30 days with average pricing
Yeah.
than 10 days with high pricing?
I'd rather have like I think 30 days with
Average pricing.
yes, it's
Yes.
yeah.
So hii kitu inakwanga very thin line,
Yeah.
but you just have to find a balance.
Yeah.
Rather have 30 days with average pricing
Yeah.
other than 10 days overpricing that I have set high, highlighting increasing profits.
Yes. Okay, so
30 days averagely, I have 30 reviews.
yes, 30 days. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, 20
20.
So that means I have more clientele.
Yes.
It means 30 people
Yes.
have known my unit.
Yes.
Yeah?
Which builds trust.
Which brings trust, which brings the bigger client.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Other than 10 days,
Yeah. With because even if you say you're charging premium for the 10 days compared to 30 days, you find you still not like reach the 30
you
days.
will still not reach the price for the total cumulative price for the 30 days.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we want to jump into another segment, which is quite exciting, rapid fires. So for this, there's only one rule. You choose one, and you explain the ones you can explain, or the ones that are self-explanatory, you leave off, right? So we start, yeah? Premium pricing or budget pricing? Premium or budget?
Budget. Okay. Premium pricing or budget depends on the house.
Yes.
But let's go with budget for
Budget pricing. Okay. Luxury amenities or competitive pricing? Luxury amenities or competitive?
For now, I'm leaning towards luxury amenities.
Yes.
I think all this depends on the stage you are in as a host.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Free extras or lower night rates? Free extras or lower, the extras are things like a basket and or lower night rates.
I'm leaning towards lower.
Yeah.
I think my experience has taught me the extras really useful.
Yes. Yeah.
Long clients who have allergies, they don't take this, they don't take a bottle of wine, they have different ethnic backgrounds,
Yes.
you find yourself going on a
You've gone an extra mile. And someone
yes, that is not looking at those.
Yeah, sure.
I'd rather give you a lower night rate.
Yes.
And then accumulate that.
Amazing. That's good. Another thing is, another question would be instant discounts or loyalty rewards?
Instant discounts
or loyalty rewards?
Instant discounts.
Okay.
Yeah. Think about how many repeat customers do people have.
Yeah.
Countable.
It's quite countable. And most of them are actually offline clients.
Yes. So we offer them loyalty rewards for the next time they come in.
Yeah.
When what they want right now is please give us a discount.
Yeah.
Say for 2 weeks.
Yes, sure.
So discounts, good review.
Yeah.
With that good review, they will be competitive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Price based on competitors or guest demand?
Price based on competitors or guest demand?
Yes.
Yeah, based on markets.
Okay.
Price based on market.
Okay. Professional management or self-management?
Professional management.
Okay. Dynamic pricing or fixed pricing?
Dynamic.
Okay. Repeat guests or new guests? Because I know when someone repeats, maybe the time they were coming, the prices were different. Now when they are coming, they are set on that price. We get them in say March when the seasons were going lower.
Yeah.
Now it's a higher season and the
same price, and then you have a new client.
Yes.
Who's working new price.
Yes.
It's a bargain. So that is why when you have a number of units, it becomes easier.
Yes.
for now, I feel we can comfortably say we can handle the new client,
Yes, yeah.
the big client, because there's always a unit that is going to fit
Yeah, sure.
this other client.
Yeah.
So diversity is very important. As people scale, let them not look at one house,
Yeah.
especially season hosts.
Yes.
Wakati mtu ameshikilia unit moja,
Yeah.
pia ina ana complain nyumba imetoi pesa.
Yes.
Yet anaweza grow aweke nyumba zingine mbili.
Yes.
Alafu economies of scale itafanya balance.
Yes. Amazing. Flexible cancellation or strict cancellation? Straight. Okay.
Strict cancellation. I think flexible has really shown us.
Yes.
They book clients booking others.
Yeah.
And then they cancel.
Yeah.
When you're planning ahead.
Yeah.
So strict, but or in between strict, so we have like more direction.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Upgrade amenities or reduce rates?
Upgrade amenities
Or you reduce rates?
Oh my God. Depends. You can't upgrade amenities because a lot of these properties are already
Yes.
the way they are.
Yeah.
So you can't upgrade.
Yeah. Maybe the house or the.
But you can balance the price.
Yes.
You can balance, like I said, pricing optimization.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not say reduce rate, so optimize upwards and downwards.
Yes.
Unaweza pandisha. Ndio sasa hata ndio attract bookings.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. I think that's quite it for
today. We have 5 questions.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, John. Now you've had everything to do with pricing. We can have more sessions and we can discuss more pricing. Tell us in the comment section, how has pricing affected your booking? Which applications are you using on your pricing? What are you doing when it comes to booking? And if you're a guest or if you're a property owner, how are you doing your optimizations? So what could each owner improve? Okay, let's talk about myth versus reality. Lower prices always attract more bookings. Is it a myth or a reality? Tell us in the comment section. The reality, however, is guests don't simply buy the cheapest option. They book the property that offers the best value. Smart pricing, great presentation, strong reviews, and excellent hospitality often outperform lower prices alone. And we've seen it in many of our sessions, all the episodes of Beyond the Booking. This is something that I've mentioned. How you treat your clients, the hospitality that you give them outperforms the lower prices anytime. All right? Make sure you subscribe, share. Any property owner that is going to benefit from this session, please tell them to subscribe and learn from this session. Pricing isn't about the highest amount that is taken up. It is about understanding the market, your guests, and the value your property delivers. Sustainable success comes from balancing occupancy, profitability, and outstanding guest experience. Without that balance, then you're probably not doing justice with what you have already at hand. All right? So, put because a lot of things, it's a whole process. It could even take 3 days of looking at that listing and checking whether it meets the standards. Professional. Yes, unajua hiyo. Professional.
Usipige picha like zoom in.
Najua watu wanataka improve 140 in my listing. Which room? The living room.
Okay.
Welcome to yet another episode of Beyond the Booking. And if you're new on this channel, kawaida, click on the notification bell, subscribe, share the video to anyone who is a host, an aspiring host, a property owner, or anyone who's looking at starting an Airbnb business or accommodation and short-term rental business. All right, I'm your host, Ann Mwema, and today we are going to discuss something very special. Why is it that some units do not get the attraction that it deserves on the listing? Why is it that they do not pick up on the listing? What are some of the setbacks that lead to one listing getting a 5-star review or getting the kind of visibility it deserves, and another listing does not get the visibility, even from the word go? What are some of those issues that you need to look at when you are doing the actual listing? And I'm joined by John,
the one and only,
ako huko nyuma.
the guy behind the scenes.
Yes, and I think we can get right to it.
Yeah. So I think for this episode I have quite a lot of questions because, you know, my mind has been juggling around it.
Yeah.
Because we know there are those booking platforms and all that, and people list and all that. But my question, I think the first question would be, how do booking platforms decide which property to show first? Because there are many people are listing day and night their listings, and there has to be like that criteria of, you know, doing these things.
Okay. Number one, there's something everybody knows, algorithm.
Yes.
Okay. And algorithm iko kila mahali.
Yeah, sure.
You guys even know better than me. So if you go, first of all, the things that appear the listings, let's be specific to a listing. You've put it up on a listing.
Yes.
Assume it's Airbnb or booking.com or VRB or any platform or your website.
Yes.
The first one to appear will be based on merits, reviews, based on how that host has been ranked. So superhosts will rank first.
Yes.
Guest favorites, because probably it has been searched a lot, or the guys have reviewed it a lot, also becomes a guest favorite.
Yes.
Okay, for that particular region, for a particular location. Okay, so those are some of the things that will rank other listings higher than yours. Okay.
Yes.
The next one will be now reviews. 5-star reviews, being 5 out of 5, will rank better than 4-star or any other star. Okay. Excuse me. So I think those are some of the things that people would essentially look at when it comes to why my listing is not ranking more than the others. So 5-star reviews, the next one is super host status, the next one is guest favorite. Then we have another way that now your listing can rank. When you're searching for something, how specific is your title? Sindio? So unapata sasa ndio tunapata ukienda pale kwa listi unapata kuna mtu ameita and we give that example because we have Serene what? Serene to bedroom.
While it's a good name. People don't search for cozy. And
people do not search for cozy. People want a 2-bedroom unit in Kilimani. People want a 1-bedroom unit in Nyali. So guys are very specific because even on the search bars, those are the first things that come up. Location, where are you going? Size of the unit, parks, how many people are actually coming with you, because that will determine now the narrowing, the shortlisting of the unit that will be given. So your title is very important. Make it very specific. Now, after you've searched, your title is there, you're a guest favorite option, probably a super host, your reviews, and then now, how are your photos? Because I think that's the next thing. Once you click and then it pops up, kitu ya kwanza utaona ni nini? Ni picha. Utaoneshwa picha. So, how well elaborate are your photos? How how are the rooms? Have you clearly categorized what you are actually listing? I think for me that would be it. Listings, they go with algorithm.
I also think from a user base or
Yeah.
from a place of a user, you see, I think these things most of the times should be able to like guide someone on how to do their listings, because you find they only give you space to one, what are you looking for? Where are you looking it for? When are you looking? You see, so when you get these two things, like and also the parks, because there's usually like a question of location. Where exactly do you want to go? And then what are you looking for?
Yes.
With the size of the unit.
The size of the unit.
And then now you now get specific. We are coming this number of
This
people.
number of people.
Yeah, so I think that also should be able to guide someone to do a good listing.
To a good listing.
Yes, not and we're not saying that cause is a bad name.
It's not a bad name.
But
It can be included in your title, but you
Yes.
have to also include those basics.
Yeah.
1 bedroom unit in Ruaka with a swimming pool and a gym.
Yeah.
Because another thing about listings,
Yes.
listings can also help you narrow down
Yeah.
on things that you cannot compromise
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
For example, I definitely want a swimming pool.
Yes.
I definitely want a gym.
Yeah.
So I can dictate what to search for.
Yes.
And just like any other algorithm, even just itakuletea exactly the houses that have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are some of the things that you have to look at when you're listing.
Yeah. And I think you've also just mentioned reviews. What really affects the property's visibility aside from reviews? I know we've mentioned a few and all that. Is there anything else that would affect the visibility of the property aside from reviews?
Aside from reviews, of course, yes, visibility, all those things have to affect the property reviews,
Yes.
status, whether it gets favorite or not.
Yeah.
But then the other one is photos. Blurry photos will affect reviews.
Yeah.
They will be ranked lower. Okay, and we spoke about this when it comes to ranking.
Yeah.
If you want to be ranked on top, then the listing has to have perfect, clearly taken photos.
Yes.
So I think that for me just narrows it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest will come, reviews, everything follows, but your photos, reviews, 5-star, guest favorite,
Yes.
superhost status.
Yes.
Yes. How long?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can also have listings that are and I've seen platforms these days have to say you are a new host.
Yes.
And they indicate they are new host.
Yeah.
That way, whoever is booking can have the option
Yes.
to decide whether they want to go with a new host,
Yes.
or maybe if they're hesitant and they want to stick to a host that has been there for a couple of years,
Yeah. Sure.
then they have a choice.
Yeah, I think that also you've just mentioned experience, and you've just reminded me when I was first booking for my guests. Part of the things I was looking for was how many years has this person been in the business?
Yes.
Because you also don't want to fall into the hands of a scammer or someone who tells you this unit is good. You know, they paint a picture that is actually not it.
It's not the good.
Because you know, someone who has been in the business would understand what lying about the listing would do to them, and you know, because it also takes credibility to be able to survive in this industry. Yes. And I think that's quite amazing.
Yes, which again reminds me of something else that just adding 1 + 1.
Yeah.
That is why when you're listing and you feel like you're a new host, it's not bad for you to seek being a manager.
Yes.
Or you can seek some hand-holding,
Sure.
because when you're handheld by someone who's like a co-host, and they have 5, 6, 7 years experience, then your listing automatically shows up when her listings show up. That is what a lot of people do not know. So it's not bad to ask a sister for any kind of help regarding management or co-hosting for X number of weeks, months. Then from there, if you feel like you're good to go, then you move.
Okay. Amazing. So another thing I think you've just touched a little on what I was asked next, because I was also supposed to just go there, because can hosts improve visibility without spending money?
Yeah.
Because now you've mentioned city
Co-hosting.
management and
Yes,
co-hosting.
you can improve your visibility through co-hosting.
Yeah.
Through discounts.
Yes.
If you're a new host and you feel like you really want to give it a boost,
Yeah.
then offer some little discounts so that people can book your unit.
Yeah.
Make sure your listing is up to standard in terms of the title, in terms of the photos again, in terms of description.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Make a very competitive description.
Yeah.
That can make you beat even a super host.
Yeah.
Okay. So some of the things are not the things that you have to you have to learn.
Yes.
How to do them. There's no way you can just wake up and just do a listing. You've never done any research. And that is why we experience a lot of people who come to us and say, mimi tokea niweke listing yangu kwa platform.
Yes.
Sijaipata booking.
Yeah, sure.
Kwa nini hujawahi pata booking? Ni kwa sababu ya hizo vitu zenye tunasema sasa hizi. Yeah, kuna vitu lazima uangalie. You have to look at that.
Yeah.
You have to look at everything. It's a whole package.
Yeah.
Imagine yourself booking from the US.
Yes.
You know, you're coming to Kenya for the first time.
Yes, sure.
You have to look. They look at everything. They look at how you're communicating.
Yeah.
They look at how you're responding. They look at your photos. Then they look at the description. They look at your title.
Yes.
The things you think they don't look at, they actually look at.
Yeah.
They zoom your bedroom.
Yeah, they want to see.
People zoom because I don't want to come from very far.
Yeah.
Paid already in advance.
Yes.
And then realize much later that it's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Sure. And I can't stay in such a place.
Yeah.
So they zoom, they check on your beddings, they check on the kitchen, and if it's not clear, they ask. So a lot of those factors have to be considered when you're listing.
Yeah. And I think that just brings me to that question of management, because now that we have mentioned it, let's just touch on it. How important is management to new hosts? Because and most of the times it's not actually just new hosts, because you might have been in the business for quite some time, but maybe your time doesn't allow you to juggle between two things.
Yeah.
So
management is very important, John. It's and it depends.
Yes.
Could be partial management, could be full management.
Yes.
So what management does, management offers like a buffer to you.
Yes.
It's a cushion because one, you're either new in the industry, and you need someone to hold you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or like you said, you do not have the time. You're an old host. You've been a seasoned host.
Yeah.
But you're running out of time every now and again because you're working, you're juggling between a couple of things.
Yes.
Na leo niko na homa. So mutanisamee. So what management does is they help you answer to things that you are not able to do.
Yes.
Best communication, conversation on the apps that we are listing on.
Yes.
Checking details, checkout details, cleaning team coordination.
Yes.
A lot of groundwork from the house itself, security details. So that is what management takes up, for that you can sit back and allow the bookings to just come in. Okay. And marketing, and that's another thing that management could easily take up, marketing for your unit, so you're able to have visibility.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to what the bigger benefit is that you can agree on a management for X duration of time.
Yes, sure.
One, if you're looking at managing the unit yourself in the future, then you will have learned.
Yes.
Oh, this is how it works. This is how you respond to your guests.
Yes, sure.
This is how you offer your details, your checking details and everything else.
Yes.
Then you pick it up from there.
Yeah.
Or we could continue with management for a longer period of time if you completely feel like it's not something you want to handle.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
And I think that makes sense because I've seen us have clients who have come to seek management services from us, and within a short period of time, I think I've learned the ropes.
Yes.
And I know, we've been handheld, and I feel like I can manage it at the moment. Yes. And they've taken even shorter time to learn all this.
Yes.
So I think that also just brings that value.
Yes, it brings value for money.
Yes,
I want to do it. I will manage for me for 3 months as I get to learn from you.
Yeah.
And from there, I will pick it up. Or my younger sister will pick it up.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Because that is part of the process.
Yeah. So I think we also mentioned something about, the different changes, updating listings and all that. Because do those seasonal updates make a difference? Like, updating the price.
Updating the listing.
Yes.
They make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Which is also part of management.
Yes.
So what it does is just like we've talked about now. Tutarudia jina algorithm tena.
Yes.
Kumbuka, you need to really try and beat the algorithm.
Yes.
How do you beat the algorithm? There's someone who's already a superhost.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Automatically, ako na advantage kukuliko.
Yeah,
they have an advantage over you.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is to adjust your listing to be able to be a superhost.
Yeah.
Either lower up the price.
Yes.
Either work on your description perfectly.
Yes.
Either work on your titles.
Yeah.
So this is a daily activity that needs to be done by anyone who's listing for the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And even the superhosts themselves, they don't sit back and relax.
Yeah, sure.
Because there are many people who are superhosts.
Yes.
And so what will differentiate you from the other one is how you are daily keeping up with the daily adjustments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Prices. It could be weekly discounts. It could be monthly discounts. It could be an offer that you're coming up with. It could be how fast you're communicating to the inquiries that are coming in. Yeah. Yes. So everything that you do ranks you better. Yeah. Every now and again. Another thing is like cancellation, and we spoke about it.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, you also want to avoid cancellations because what it does in a condition.
Yeah, it takes you like back, and I think it's not just the same for it's not just in this industry alone. Yeah. Even other industries. Yeah. When you cancel so much, the platforms tend to like, we can't rely on this person.
We can't rely.
Because this is business for them too. You're not just the one in business. They are also in business. Yeah. So when you cancel, they're like, okay, this is the first, the second. And maybe some even apply penalties for that to discourage cancellations. Yes. I think that makes a lot of sense. So what is that one biggest mistake, biggest visibility mistake owners make? And have you ever made such a mistake as a host? As a host, yeah. I have made the first visibility mistake is what I've mentioned, the title. Yes. You give your units some fancy names, Homes by Mwema. Yes. But now nobody is going to search for Homes by Mwema if they do not know Homes by Mwema. Yeah, sure. They will search for what is readily known. Yeah. 2-bedroom unit, 2-bedroom in Kilimani, 2-bedroom in Nyali, 1-bedroom studio unit. Yes. That's the basic, that's the language everybody identifies or understands. Yes. Yeah. So that is mistake number one. Yeah. Another mistake when you're listing is, I've seen a lot of hosts and me at the beginning. Yes. You list a unit and then you leave it. Yeah. Unangoja kufanyie kazi. Yes. Simi niliweka. Iji-update. Iji-update. Yeah. Mimi niliweka picha. Yeah. Ukiangalia huku enda uangalie kulikuwa na changes gani, platform yenyewe inafanya nini, you know? Yes. How are your photos? Are they jumbled up? Yeah. Do you have a clear map that shows this is the kitchen? Yeah. From the kitchen you move to the bedroom. Yes. Yeah. You know, something that is clearly highlighted. Yes. So mistake number 2. Yeah. You've not updated your listing. You have no idea how to go about it. Yeah. Mistake number 3. Yeah. Nobody is responding to inquiries. Yeah.
Okay, it takes a long time. If anybody is recalling it takes a long time.
Yes, yes.
So assuming I'm a last minute booker,
Yeah.
and I've come to your listing,
Yes.
and I want to book with the immediate effect.
Yeah.
Now unanijibu after 7 hours.
That's, of course, I'm not going to book.
You've lost me as a client
yes,
because
yes.
I was in need urgently.
Yes.
Okay, so I think those are some of the mistakes. There are many mistakes, small ones, descriptions that you probably will not, people would not look at.
Yeah.
A clear direction to where those guys are coming to.
Yeah.
But I think the major ones for the first time
Yes.
would be those ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that's quite quite amazing and enlightening.
Yeah.
So what makes someone choose one listing over another listing? Because I might be looking for a 2-bedroom and there are many 2-bedrooms. What makes me say I am booking?
A lot. I think that depends on people, personality, depends on what you want.
Yeah.
It depends on budget.
Yes.
So if both 2 units are in Kilimani,
Yeah.
that's a common example. So zote ni 2-bedroom,
Yes.
but moja ni 7K.
Yeah.
One unit is at 7K, the other unit is at 8K.
Yes.
But the one that is at 8K,
Yeah.
the photos are not clear.
Yeah.
The owner is not reachable.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So while my budget is okay, I
Yeah.
can pay for 8K.
Yes.
I will most probably go for the one that is at 7K,
Yes.
whose host is very responsive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will narrow down to things that I cannot compromise on.
Yes.
Does it have a kids play area? Maybe it's something that I want.
Yeah.
Does it have an extra bed?
Yeah.
Maybe it's something that I can't compromise on. My family is this, but my budget is this.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that I think they're very client specific.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Sure.
because both of them are in the same location I want,
Yeah.
but now it now narrows down to
The specific details.
specific details.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. Amazing. So, how? What details should never be hidden from the guests?
Good question. What details should never be hidden from the guest?
Yes.
Size of the unit.
Mm-hmm.
Approximate location of the place.
Yes.
I'm using the word approximate because on the listing, it shows exactly where the unit is.
Yes.
But it might not show it is at Capital Rise, for example.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it shows it's in Kilimani, Menelik Road. You can zoom,
Yeah.
and you can see. So location, and then size of the unit, of course.
Yeah.
There's no way you can hide that because if I'm going for a 4-bedroom unit, you cannot give me a 3-bedroom unit. It will not fit me.
Yes.
And if it's a 3-bedroom unit, you need to explain. So any size of the unit, you have to explain. It is this size and the number of beds.
Yes.
That's another thing that you cannot hide.
Yeah.
How many beds are there?
Yes.
How many people can it host?
Yes.
What other things are mandatory? There are many things that are actually mandatory.
Yeah.
Your listing has to be as clear as ABC.
Yes.
Yeah, the photos and everything has to be accurate.
Yeah.
And that is why someone can put a complaint if your listing is inaccurate.
Yes. Yes.
What I found on the listing is not what I found on the
photos.
On the photos or on the house when I got there.
Yeah. Sure.
That someone can actually cancel based on that.
Yeah.
So I think those are the things I would mention.
Okay. And so, like, of course, aside from title and everything else, there's usually one thing that, because in as much as I'll see the title, there's that photo cover. What is the biggest mistake people make about this image? Because of course, when you're looking at something, the first thing you see is that photo cover.
Yes, it's very attractive. It should be very, very attractive. It should stand out.
Yeah.
I think the mistake is when you post, because what many platforms give you, they allow you to upload at once.
Yes.
So maybe mistake number one is you upload at once and then you leave them like that.
Yeah.
We've mentioned it actually. You don't arrange
Yes.
a sequence
Yeah.
that says these are living room photos.
Yes.
These are kitchen photos.
Yeah.
These are bathroom photos.
Yeah, sure.
Bathroom 1, bathroom 2. Yeah. These are balcony photos,
Yeah.
clearly labeled and given a description and everything else, because that has to happen.
Yeah.
Now, you've mentioned a very nice good thing about cover photo.
Yes.
Cover photo is the first thing someone sees before they scroll
Yeah.
the rest of the photos. Yes, yes. So cover photo is I would say it should be a wholesome photo of almost the whole house.
Yes.
But it could also be like a nice living room photo.
Yeah.
Because that's not the first thing someone would see.
Yes.
And then sequence, follow the sequence in terms of the rest of the living room photos.
Yeah.
Then another room, the rest of the other room photos, blah, 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 and the likes.
Yes.
So it should stand out.
Yeah.
I think that is something that is important here.
Yeah, it's very important because even me myself,
Yeah.
when I'm looking for, say, my guests,
Yeah.
one of the things I look at is that cover photo. There are units I see.
Yeah.
They're in ideal location.
Yeah.
It's good. It's cheap. But then looking at the cover photo, I'm like,
No.
I just pass. I go to the next one.
You could even use like even an amenity like a swimming pool
Yes.
as a cover photo.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing that will attract your guests. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. So how can, this market is, of course, everywhere people are coming into the business.
Yeah.
The market is also now becoming a bit crowded and all that. How can a property stand out in such a market where people are getting in the business daily and all that? Some time back, there wasn't too many people doing Airbnb, but now a lot of people are getting into the business.
Number
How can
one,
your property stand out?
before even your property stands out,
Yes.
before you even set this property,
Yes.
you need to do some research,
Yes.
very deep research.
Okay.
You can't set the same units that are already in the market.
Yes.
And if you're going to set the same units that are in the market, then you need to make them stand out.
Yeah.
That's what we are talking about right now.
Yes.
Why are we researching? If you're basing it on an area like Nairobi, maybe Kilimani, again, I keep on referring this is one of the standard areas, Westlands.
Yes.
And you find that in Westlands alone,
Yeah.
we have 1,000
Yes.
one bedrooms.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have the market for 1,000 one bedrooms? Is the question you need to ask yourself.
Yes.
Research about that.
Yeah.
We have 500 two bedrooms, for example. These are just random numbers I'm coming up with.
Yes.
Do we have the market for that?
Yeah.
And is it sufficient?
Yeah.
But we do not have 3 bedrooms. We do not have 4 bedrooms.
Yes.
So while my budget could be a 1 bedroom,
Yeah.
it does not fit into that market
Yes.
anymore
Yeah.
or now. There is no demand for that.
Yeah.
So in the near future, then we will have, actually we are experiencing that in some of the areas,
Yeah.
oversupply more than demand.
Yeah.
Because people are not going back to actually research
Yeah.
on what is going to happen in the next 1 year, 2 years.
Yeah.
So there's oversupply more than demand, or in some areas.
Yes.
Please note.
Yes.
I am insisting that it is in some areas. And I'm also insisting that the business is viable for anyone who's coming in with a different mind shift.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Size of your unit. Look at 5-bedroom villas. Look at things that are no longer compromisable, if I can use that word.
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then set those ones
Yeah.
in your apartment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So those are the things that will make you stand out. It's
Yeah.
no longer just about the listing.
Yes.
You already know now how to put the listing. You know how to go about uploading the photos,
Yes.
description and everything. But the market will only favor
Yeah.
the bold. And we are getting to a space where go big, go home.
Yes.
And also now the bold will cover a lot. Consistency, it will
Yes.
cover clarity.
Yes.
Anyone who's looking at analytics.
Yes.
Anyone who's working with systems.
Yes.
Bold is going to cover a huge area of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. And now, should every property have its own identity? For instance, we as Homes by Mwema, right? I know we have quite a number of listings. Some we own, some we manage.
Yes.
Now, and I can see what you have been doing. Like should every property have like their own identity? For instance, you have 5 2-bedrooms.
Oh yes. Is it in terms of names? Because yes,
Yeah,
every
so.
property should have its own identity.
Yeah.
Unless it's a property,
Yeah.
a building that has common units.
Yes.
Okay. Then it can have, for example, kama ni building hii tuko ndani.
Yeah.
Building nzima ni property moja.
Yeah.
Na iko na 100 units.
Yes.
So they could all be uniform.
Okay.
Like hotel setup.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, they could all be uniform,
Yeah.
have the same things, same amenities, same everything.
Yes.
The only unique identity will be the house number.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
So even when you're listing
Yeah.
that, and it's on your website, for example, house number is what will differentiate.
Yeah.
Or it could be the same thing
Yeah.
without a house number, but you know how many packs you can take for the 100 units.
Yes.
So that depends on the property you're managing.
Yeah.
A full property, then you can have the same things. But most of the time, you will find that they are unique. Every property is unique.
Yeah.
A 3-bedroom in Nyali will be different from a 1-bedroom in Kilimani, will be different from, and even given unique names.
Yes.
In terms of how you're listing them, the size, amenities,
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
Yeah, where is it located?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that could differ.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's one underrated marketing strategy in this business?
Underrated marketing strategy.
Yes. Food for thought.
Food for thought, because a lot of us encompass everything.
Yes.
You know, in marketing, there's no one line.
Yeah.
You can't say Instagram is working for me, that's it.
Yes.
You're missing out on TikTok marketing, you're missing out on referrals.
Yeah.
But I think the most underrated one is referral.
Yeah.
A lot of people wako na biashara ya sahi.
Yeah.
Ukumbuki kama you can actually do better and get a referral.
Yes.
Or go back to your old customer and ask for referrals.
Yes.
Ask them to share your content.
Yes.
Like right now, guys, subscribe. If you've not subscribed, please do. And then share this, because a lot of we've seen that working for us in terms of someone say nimetumwa.
Yes.
Nasikia unafanyanga management, nasikia unafanyanga.
Yes.
It works. It's one of the most underrated form of marketing.
Yeah.
Seeking referrals or being referred if you do something well.
Yes.
The other thing I would say is collabos.
Yes.
A lot of people do not know how collabos are really very, very influential.
Yes.
Working in collaboration with tours, properties, agents. It's one of the most underrated, I think, because ukiangalia saizi, a lot of people have focused their effort on social media.
Yes.
Amejaza huko picha, amejaza every day anapost huko, maybe the traction is not as much.
Yes.
It's good, it's going to come up and it's going to pay off immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe the how is something else that we can discuss.
Yeah, sure.
People tend to sell, and we discussed this last week with you, they tend to sell the properties.
Yeah.
Instead of selling
the brand.
the experience.
Or the experience, I mean, sorry.
The experience, because when you're booking a property, or in this form of travel industry, because we are both in travel / hospitality.
Yes, sure.
People want to know how will the place make them feel.
Yes.
Okay, is it homely?
Yeah.
Is it cozy, which is nice. Those are the things that if you want to mention your description now, you can put them there, not on your title.
Yes.
Does it have a swimming pool? Can I stay there like a week, a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is where you need to go an extra extent of explaining to your guests that if you'd like to have Nyama-choma,
Yes.
here is where you go to.
Yes.
If you want to experience some African cuisine, this is what you go.
Yeah.
If you want to go to the national park, it is 20 kilometers away.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
How does the place make them feel?
Yeah.
Don't say my 1-bedroom unit is available for booking. Guys, it's only 2,500. You're selling a price.
Yes, sure.
You're selling a product. You're not
Yes.
selling a service anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So book when you're booking, when you're presenting it on social media. Something you can work on.
Yeah.
I think those are the most underrated things that I would say, strategies when it comes to marketing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people will benefit from this episode.
Yeah, sure. So now you as Ann.
Yes.
Let me hit you. If you had to grow a listing from zero today, where would you start from? Easy peasy. As Ann, it is easy peasy. But and of course, now you're also talking to someone who is listening to you.
Yeah.
And is starting today.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's no shame in starting from scratch.
Yes, sure.
So always, because that's where everybody starts from.
Yeah.
Start from listing the unit at a non-common platform.
Yeah.
Airbnb, for example.
Yes.
List the photos, take nice taken photos, put them there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Again, all those things we've talked about. The title, topics, description, location, weka pale.
Yes.
Set a minimum, an average price, not minimum, an average price with discounts.
Yes.
Weekly discount, monthly discount, and then 20% new listing promotions.
Yes.
Put them there.
Yeah.
So that it stands out.
Yeah, sure.
Because while you are new on the listing,
Yes.
the listing is going to say that this host is new but akona 20% promotion.
Yes.
Unasema tuna trick algorithm.
Yeah.
Jikumbuka kuna super host.
Yeah.
Kuna guest favorite pale.
Yes.
So lazima utrick algorithm ifix.
Yes.
Ikufavor.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I'll do.
Yes.
Then I will ask to be in the local groups
Yes.
of anyone who is hosting near where I am or in the same apartment.
Yes.
Okay, as a host now.
Yes.
If it's a group for tenants, I will ask to be put there.
Yes.
I will also ask to be put in some WhatsApp because people have this kind of connections.
Yes, sure.
Man is not in this industry. There's no island.
Yeah.
Nobody can work alone.
Yeah.
If I don't know you, how will I refer my agent?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, how will I refer my customer to you?
Yeah.
Somebody has to know that I am also a host, guys, in this place.
Yeah.
So that is the second thing I will do.
Yeah.
I will get into those groups and then I'll start talking to individual hosts about my unit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
The next thing I will now list on social media.
Yes.
Okay. And if I'm not able to list on the social media, I will seek management. Even from if I'm not able to do all that, of course, management is there to help you do all that.
Yes.
Now I'm talking about a host that has not sought any management services.
Yes. Yes.
They will list on social media or they will ask to be listed on other people's social media.
Yes.
Because sometimes we get this question a lot.
Yes.
Nyumba ni moja.
Yeah.
It's the first time I'm listing. It's the first time I'm starting on this business. So I only have one unit.
Yeah.
Do I need to set up my own Instagram account? Maybe not. It's not a must.
Yes.
Yeah? But you can be listed on other people who have grown their socials.
Yes.
And then get bookings from there.
Yeah.
So social media is where I'll go. And then that's it. From there, I will have now a daily task to uplift the socials, to boost the socials, to list the units, prices changes every single day, minute, in fact 3-4 times a day.
Yes, sure.
Because that is your bread and butter.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that you are maximizing on your occupancy.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Amazing. So now that we have mentioned management, now I want your insight from now, not from Ann, but now from Ann as the CEO of Homes by Mwema. I want your insight on what's the first thing Homes by Mwema changes when onboarding a property for management, or
The first thing you change.
Yes.
So when you come to Homes by Mwema, the first thing we discuss is the market.
Yes.
And that is why we always insist on consultation.
Yeah.
If you've realized it's if someone is hesitant to seek consultation,
Yeah.
we don't go ahead. Why? Because if I don't make you understand how the market is,
Yes.
then we will always have a back and forth as a host and as a manager,
Yes.
as a property owner and a manager.
Yes.
So when you when they have that sit down, you understand wholesome how the market operates,
Yes.
how the prices are standardized,
Yeah.
you know, because remember the last session we said a lot of property owners wanauziwa nini?
They are being sold heaven by the property
Wanauziwa heaven na property developers.
Yes.
So they come with the perception of niliambiwa 2 bedroom ni City Westlands ni 10k.
Yeah.
Sawa, ni 10k. Umeresearch, umeangalia 2 bedrooms ziko ngapi Westlands.
Yeah.
Umeangalia kwa listings, umeweka, you know, those kind of things we discuss now.
Yes.
To discuss now, when we sit down, we have that conversation about the market.
Yes.
Now we sit and say, okay, where are the possible areas we can list?
Yes.
And if you've listed, let's look at your listing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay?
Yes.
So a lot of people will say, okay, let's hata sidhani nililistiwa na sister yangu.
Yeah.
Kuna beshte yangu alikuwa amenilistia, sijaiweka hata sijui property listing inafunguliwaje. You see, so you start now seeing the loopholes that now you're coming in to help or to bridge the gap.
Yes.
Because those are the things. Then you come and see how the listing is, and the first thing we change, because that was your question, is how the list. If you're getting your units directly from developers, you can have them fit in these things for you. They have these things, and utalipa pesa kidogo sana. It makes your work very easy instead of having to come back and do it yourself. This space. I'm also going to have wallet somewhere in the sitting room or living room, just to complement that if you have space.
Yes, sure.
Those are some of the things that now come in as decor. It is just ready. Once the unit is just ready, then it's ready for photo shoots.
Okay. What's the next step after the setup is complete? Photography.
Photography. What's the next step after photography? Listing. What's the next step after listing? Marketing. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, every successful Airbnb starts with an empty space and a vision. Today, I want to take you through how we go about a whole setup, a studio setup. This is the first time I'm having a look at the studio, and I want to take you through the whole journey. Come with me. This is Beyond the Booking, episode 8, special edition. And I'm joined by John behind the scenes.
Hi.
Let's see this.
Yes. So even as we start, I just want us to start it off from this point. What's the first thing someone looks at before buying anything for a unit?
Buying anything for the unit?
Yes.
The space.
Yes.
I think the first thing you want to look at is the kind of expenses that you cannot you cannot compromise on.
Yeah.
So the space will determine that. Maybe if you're going to be paying rent.
Yeah.
And then the space will also help you determine size of things.
Yes.
So maybe size of the carpet, maybe size of the curtains.
Yes.
Maybe size of the TV where we're mounting it. So the space is the first thing you have to look at.
Yeah.
So you can't buy things out of out of internet or out of your mind.
Yeah, sure.
It has to be something that you see.
Yeah, so that means you have to see the place first.
Yes.
And then now you begin determining all these things.
Like,
and how do you what helps you to determine the layout?
The layout of the place?
Yes, of how you're going to, where you're going to put the bed, the seat.
Again, the space, we determine the layout. However, now that's how your interior design skills will probably come in from experience.
Yes.
You want to be able to make sure that you're capturing how an ideal setup would look like.
Yes.
Kitchen room, beddings and everything.
Yeah.
Although you find sometimes you do experience some challenges, because different developers have different setups and different visions.
Yeah.
Kuna zile zenye lazima tu uangalie unaona this one I just have to improvise.
Yes, sure.
Or I have to work on the space. And I'm seeing this with this setup that we're in today. There's a lot of improvising that we have to do.
Okay.
So again, we are in the Dindigo.
Yes. Dindigo. I love that. It's a tongue twister.
So I have set up this unit. I have set up for this specific client.
Yes.
At a different location.
Yes.
In Resam.
Yeah.
So today we're in Bidingwa, still her unit.
Yes.
One of her units.
Yes.
And the setup is not going to be very far from the other one.
Yeah, sure.
But we'll see how to go about it.
Amazing.
And normally with this guest, she has things that she has put up in advance.
Yes.
So like you find the microwave, she already bought the microwave.
Yeah, sure.
She has some inbuilt cooker here that is electronic.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that she also has on the other side.
Yes.
There is also a fridge that she fits in, a small nice fridge, mini fridge.
Yes.
So some of these things that she already sets up makes it easy for us to now complement or just work with the space that we have already.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that is exactly what we are going to do.
Yes.
So these are just like what manuals and manuals for usage.
Yes, sure.
Maybe for the microwave and also a manual for the electric stove, the cooker.
Yes.
And then I'm guessing these are just empty spaces.
Yes.
That we are going to see. It also helps us see what kind of utensils we're going to have them there.
Yes, sure.
Or how we're going to utilize the space.
Yeah.
For whatever things that we have.
Yeah.
I like this. I like the fact that there's a road here.
Yeah.
These are all the client actually improvise or put up some of these things already.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier for us to see. The normal studios that come in and they come in empty.
Yeah.
So I think I like the fact that she does this small improvising and then it makes it easier to just pick it up from there.
Yeah.
I like the fact that there's this what is it called, like a tap?
Yeah.
Yeah, that moves like this, so you're able to wash your utensils properly.
Yeah.
Something to hang the what?
The tablecloth, hand towels, and all that. Yes. What's one mistake that people make when furnishing a studio or any unit?
One mistake that they make?
Yes.
I would say I have seen a couple of mistakes. One of the mistakes that is very common is underestimating that your target client could be a studio.
Yes.
Could be a student.
Yes.
But could also be a solo traveler.
Yeah.
So, or a family, a small family.
Yes.
So a lot of hosts who set up studios would underestimate the things, utilities that they need.
Yeah, sure.
Ushaingia studio unapata uko na kikombe moja ati.
Yeah. Hadi unashangaa kwa nini uko mchoyo aje.
Kikombe moja.
Yeah.
Sahani moja.
Yeah.
So unashindwa sasa. That's not nice. So I think when you're setting up a studio, your target is very important
Yeah.
to know. Yeah.
Okay. What design style have you chosen for this specific unit?
So for this specific unit, we are working with a foundation of what the owner has set up
Yes.
versus what we are, in addition to what we are going to add.
Yes.
If you look at the curtains, for example,
Yes.
they're white. She's already chosen a white theme with some gold patterns.
Yes.
So it has to be something that either complements this
Yes.
and does not necessarily compete with it.
Okay.
We work together, something that merges together.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the bed, for example, the bed that she's working with, it's a metallic bed.
Yes.
It's a low bed.
Yeah.
So that means you also have to work with a mattress that fits there.
Yes, sure.
Looking at maybe we'll do the actual measurements.
Yes.
But I'm thinking we will do this is like a 4x6.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be more than that.
Yeah.
The good thing is that we are targeting students
Okay.
and solo travelers.
Yes.
Or small families. Yeah.
Yes,
So
sure.
I am I'm thinking that it's going to work out. It's going to be amazing.
Amazing. Okay. So what is one thing, now that you have taken a look at the unit, what's one thing worth investing money on for the setup of this unit?
The TV.
For entertainment.
Hatuwezi compromise na TV.
Yes, for entertainment.
For entertainment,
Yeah.
TV lazima ikuwe size kubwa. I don't like the small TVs.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't fit well. And then obviously mattress,
Yeah.
a good quality mattress. We've said this many times.
Yeah.
Studio kazi yake ni moja tu, kulala.
Yeah.
A lot of things is just you want to go, make sure you are running your errands and be able to come back to a comfortable bed to sleep on. So I'm not going to compromise on the bed, the beddings.
Yes, sure.
And open these also. So you can see there's only one.
Okay, so
I love the place. It's very beautiful.
yeah, sure.
We are on which floor? We are on
The fifth
floor.
Yeah,
so which
sure.
means there's some good views over here.
Yeah, sure.
The window is spacious, so can be opened, get some fresh air.
Yeah.
There's was it a basketball?
That's a football.
There's a football pitch.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God, I am so bad. I'm so sorry.
It's a tough.
Yeah, football tough pitch.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. So I think this place is going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you like balance beauty and functionality?
Beauty, it has to balance.
Yes.
Functionality comes with the actual design from the house.
Yes.
And the developers, plus what we have done with the fittings.
Yes.
And I'm going to show you how we've done the fittings, especially with the, if you look at this one,
Yeah.
we have set it up in such a way that we are able to separate the bed
Yeah.
from the sitting room part,
Yes.
as much as it's a studio.
Yeah.
So that's more of functionality.
Yes.
I showed you the sink.
Yeah.
That's more functionality.
Yes.
How do you want your guests to use your sink, the water splashing properly?
Yes.
You don't want those things of the water is not running properly.
Yes. Sure.
Functionality also in terms of where do they hang their towels,
Yeah.
where do they hang their kitchen towels, also
Yes.
hand towels.
Yes.
Functionality also comes with the equipment you're using.
Yeah.
Do you have a microwave? Do you have a fridge that they can use?
Yes.
Now the design and the colors,
Yeah.
the beauty part of it
Yes.
will mostly come with the decor.
Yeah. Sure.
So the beddings,
Yes.
the color of the beddings,
Yeah.
and the color of the pillowcases
Yes.
or the throw pillows,
Yes.
the color you're going to select for centerpieces that
Yes.
you're going to use.
Yeah. Sure.
Because that's now becomes the beauty, and
Yeah.
it has to be something that is already complementing.
Yeah. Whatever.
Our
it is. Yes.
furniture.
The space and everything.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, when a guest walks in, what's the first impression you want them to have of this unit?
Oh, that's a good question. For studio, the first impression has to be the bed
Yes.
and the decor.
Yeah.
Because tumesema studio kazi yake ni moja.
Yeah.
It's not, there's not enough space for entertainment.
Yeah.
So the little actually TV is also very important. The little entertain or coziness
Yes.
you want this place to experience should be within the unit.
Yeah.
So the size of the mattress, the
Yes.
first thing I want them to notice, that
Yeah.
it's very good, it's going to be comfortable for them.
Yes.
And then I want them to also notice when they enter,
Yeah.
that they have a big screen TV
Yes,
that
yes.
they can watch.
Yes.
Their Netflix, home, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rest will be decor. That the house is nicely decorated, places where we can take a photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the one corners.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
What little detail makes a stay memorable?
The little details.
That makes a stay memorable. It doesn't have to necessarily be for this studio,
Yeah.
but for any other unit.
I think generally it would be the comfort of the place.
Yes.
And then also how we make the customer feel.
Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of things, a lot of times, amenities help you with that.
Yeah, sure.
So we have a swimming pool here in Bindigwa, ulisema.
Yes,
Swimming
indeed.
pool here. And then gym.
Yeah, sure.
So I feel like that already complements
Yes.
what the actual house should look like.
Yeah.
And for decor, these are the spaces I will look at.
Yeah,
We
sure.
talked about this separator, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking at how I'm going to fill these spaces with some good. I'm already thinking about some centerpieces,
Yes, sure.
vase,
Yeah.
some green flowers, even orange.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, think more like the other unit.
The other
but
unit,
we
yes.
try and see how we can make them slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's one feature that guests always appreciate?
The one feature that they appreciate,
Yes.
I think, the bed and the TV.
Yeah.
The bed,
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill. I mean, there's no way you're booking an Airbnb and you can't Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rest are added advantage, of course, the swimming pool,
Yes.
gym.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but have a cozy bed
Yeah.
and a Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
I'm good to go. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Okay. Can you set up an attractive Airbnb on a budget?
Yeah. You can set up an attractive Airbnb on a budget.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think maybe we can do an episode regarding budget breakdown.
Yeah,
what
sure.
you're buying,
Yes.
and how you're setting it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see how the washroom is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So should every Airbnb have a workspace?
No,
Okay.
but you can have something
Yeah.
that is
complements.
yes, that would work like a workspace.
Okay.
So maybe your table,
Yeah.
where someone can put their laptop on,
Yeah.
a comfortable sofa.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to see whether this one is related to that.
Yeah.
So a lot of fittings have been done in this bathroom,
Yes.
which is a plus.
Yeah, sure.
I like the black that we can work with.
Yeah.
Already seeing, we remember we said how the stress should make you visualize
Yes, yes.
how you're going to set it up.
Yeah.
So the black is a good thing to work with.
Yeah.
The sink, the fittings, we already have like what is it called, soap dispenser
Yeah.
that is mounted on the wall.
Yes.
So that means we are not purchasing that.
Yeah.
We also not purchasing the holders,
Yes, sure.
toothbrush holders,
Yeah.
because that's already inbuilt.
Yes.
We also not purchasing the tissue holders.
Yes.
That is already something that we've worked on.
Yeah.
Soap holder, those ones are there. There's a tiny mirror here that the guest can use.
Yeah.
The studio is quite small, so having this already pre-done
Yeah, sure.
makes the work easier.
Yeah.
And you can work with any of your foodies, or even if you're getting your unit directly from developers,
Yes.
you can have them fit in these things for you. They have these things.
Okay.
And utalipa pesa kidogo sana.
Yeah,
it
sure.
makes your work
Instead of
very
having
easy
to-
instead of having to come back
Yeah.
and do it yourself.
Yeah, sure.
When they are handing over the units to you,
Yeah.
you can ask them to actually do the fittings.
Yes.
So that makes your work easier.
Yeah.
Considering you will have thought about the fact that you're setting it up for short-term
Yes.
rentals.
Okay.
So the toilet is also positioned right inside in
Yeah.
terms of the entryway. So the seat is there. The white always comes in handy.
Yeah.
And there's also already a brush for
Yes.
washing the toilet. So I think that one we don't need to purchase unless it's a replacement.
Yes, sure.
I'm already seeing the fact that I'm not going to have an empty space here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to set up like an art.
Yeah,
bathroom art.
a wall art.
Yes, a wall art that covers this space.
Yeah.
I'm also going to have wall art somewhere in the sitting room or living room,
Yes.
just to complement that if
Yeah.
we have space.
Yes, sure.
Those are some of the things that now come in as decor.
Yeah.
There's nothing much here that you're going to set up on the bathroom, so hiyo itakuwa sawa.
Yeah.
Hapo tu kapicha kakuzuba hapo
Yeah.
funny
Yes.
toilet funny toilet meals or anything that's going to make you feel relaxed.
Yes,
So
sure.
that's the whole part and the whole essence.
Yeah.
The lights seem to be working.
Yes.
And then, so we have a heated shower.
Yes.
So of course, some units come with a preheated one, so that you don't need to do, but this one, you will switch it on. You
Yeah,
want to
sure.
get the hot water
Yes.
and we can use that. So I think that really comes in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you know when the unit is ready for photos?
You know, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like once you're done,
Yeah.
your decor is done.
Yes.
It is guest ready. Once the unit is guest ready,
Yes.
then it's ready for photo shoot.
Okay.
And you do a photo shoot before
Yes.
you even list it.
Yeah.
You do a professional shoot
Yes.
and then you list it on any platform.
Yeah.
Sometimes because of being in business, you could even get an offline client before you even list it. Which is
Yes.
fine.
Sure.
Yeah, but do the photo shoot because once you start hosting,
Yeah.
then you highlight
You're highly likely like to have back-to-back clients. and all that.
back-to-back clients. So now
Yes.
you'll not be able to take that photo shoot. They will have used something that you didn't want them to use before.
Yes, the photo shoot. Yes. Okay.
So it's better you do the photo shoot before you accept any client.
Okay.
Yeah.
If someone is setting up their very first Airbnb, what's one piece of advice you'd give them?
I think space, go check out your space,
Yes.
negotiate your rates with your landlord,
Yes.
determine your uncompromisable bills
Yes.
so that you know how to budget your studio
Yes, sure.
and how to go about your marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next step after the setup is complete? Photography.
Photography. What's the next step of photography?
And
Listing.
listing.
What's the next step after listing?
You now start marketing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see what is here.
Yeah.
We can have it's one of the wardrobes.
Yes.
It's only one wardrobe, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually.
I think this is enough.
Yeah.
A student and a family or a solo traveler.
Yeah.
This is totally enough. I think this was something they really thought about.
Yeah.
So here you get to now. The other thing about the spaces you're looking at, you're not just looking at a space for the guests.
Yes. Sure.
You're also looking at the space for you as the host.
Yeah.
This is the same space you're going to use to put up your towels, extra towels,
Yes. Sure.
extra beddings, linens,
Yeah.
extra toiletries,
Yes.
extra detergents,
Yes.
because you'll not buy every day.
Yeah. Sure.
And they have to be somewhere, maybe in a lockable locker.
Yes.
So the spaces you're going to divide it into two.
Yeah.
One for the guest and one for yourself.
Yes. Okay.
So I'm loving it. I'm already seeing
Yeah.
that we're going to do an adjustment.
Yes, to the wardrobe, right?
Yeah. So hapa tutahave kuita fundi.
Yeah.
Maybe to help us lock the lower ones.
Yes.
And then use the lower ones for our utilities.
Yes.
So it's what? Additional costs here.
Yeah.
We need to lock them up. I think the lower ones will serve.
Yes, sure.
2 lower ones.
Yeah.
And then we leave this other part for the guests.
Yeah. Amazing.
But maybe we can add the 2 lower ones and maybe 1 for kitchen.
Yeah. Okay.
Something that is reasonable.
Yeah.
So this way you have your robes. If you're going to offer the guests some bathrobes,
yes,
that you can do 1 bathrobe maybe.
Yeah.
Now this space is definitely going to have the TV.
Yes, sure.
How many inches do you think we will have here?
I think we can do 43.
Yeah. Well,
43. Thereabout. Yes.
Clients wanatutafuta. I think here we can do that. We can do 43 inches.
Yes.
Yeah, did we do 43 inches on the other side?
Yes, we did. I think it was a 43. Yeah. 43.
Yeah. So 43 inch here. The challenge I'm seeing with the space, because lazima tuseme challenges na the space is pretty and we can work with it. Challenge is the sitting room is actually facing the kitchen.
Yeah.
I think that's the challenge.
Yeah.
The good thing is your target audience will actually not mind.
Yeah.
Because these are students.
Yes.
And these are just solo travelers, 2 days, 3 nights, a few, maybe project here, projects there.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you set it up nice and cozy, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just a TV here nicely. Then here you're going to have anything else like your router, maybe your deco centerpiece a bit here.
Yeah, sure.
Extension.
Yes.
I think the extension can now also just be mounted so it can fit properly.
Yeah.
So
amazing. What should guests expect in the next episode?
On the next episode, let's see where we are sourcing for the materials.
Yes.
Where we are sourcing for the decor, the beddings and everything. Let's have that section where and how much probably we are going to spend.
Yes.
Rough estimate would be good.
Yeah, sure.
And then we're also going to see how we are going to fit those things here.
Yeah.
So you'll be expecting some fundi work also ongoing.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Let's see how that goes.
Amazing.
See you on the next episode, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.